Recording.
There were just the two of us, Mother and me. The only other relative we had was old Granny Tucker. Mother never talked about Granny Tucker, and we never visited her because Granny Tucker was a witch. Naturally, I was very curious to see Granny Tucker, and eventually I worked up enough courage to ask Mother if I could visit her. Mother turned pale. "I cannot allow you to go. No child has ever returned from that house except me," Mother said. I didn't say anything more that day. But every day after that I continued to ask Mother if I could visit. Finally she gave in. "I'll leave the dogs outside tonight. If something goes wrong at Granny's house, whistle for them and they will rescue you." I left the house, and after walking for an hour I came up to Granny's gate. She was standing outside waiting for me, a bent old woman with red hair and wicked black eyes. "So you've come at last to visit your old Granny," she said. Granny beckoned and I walked through the gate and met Granny in front of her house. Her smile gave me chills and made me want to run away. Then she called her daughter to come and meet her. She sent us into the back garden to play. I didn't like Granny's daughter. She was very rough and seemed to like hurting me. After supper, Granny Tucker sent us to bed in the attic. She put her daughter in one bed, covered with a dark sheet, and then she put me in the other bed and covered it with a white sheet. The difference in the sheets made me nervous. I knew I had to get out of that house right away or be killed. As soon as Granny's daughter fell asleep, I sat up in bed and told Granny I need music to help me sleep. I asked if I could play the fiddle which hung over the mantelpiece. Granny Tucker took the fiddle down and gave it to me, and I played sweet lullabies until she fell asleep. Then I removed the dark sheet from sleeping daughter and covered her with my white sheet before placing the dark sheet over several bundles I tucked into my own bed. When I finished, I snuck down the stairs and out the door into the moonlight. As soon as I was out of the house, I ran for home as fast as I could. It was not long before I heard a shriek of rage and horror coming from Granny's house. Granny had taken her axe and killed her daughter under the white sheet. I knew she would come after me now. I ran even faster when I heard Granny coming behind me. Knowing I'd never make it home ahead of the witch, I climbed up a large tree as fast as I could and gave the emergency whistle for my dogs. I hoped with all my heart the mother had turned the dogs loose. It was my only chance. Granny Tucker approached the tree with her axe. My whole body started to shake then, as I felt Granny's axe bite into the tree trunk below me. Then I heard the barking of the dogs. They came running up the road and attacked Granny Tucker. A terrible fight ensued. Granny slashed at the dogs with her axe. 1, 2, 3 dogs fell to the ground dead. Furious, I was shouting and cursing at Granny. Just as Goldie, the oldest dog, saw his chance and leapt upon the old witch, tearing at her throat. Granny Tucker flailed about for a moment longer, and then died. Mother and I went back the next day and buried Granny and our daughter. We told the neighbours that the whole household had died of fever. I think the neighbourhood was relieved that the evil witch was gone from good.